Hello, and welcome back to my kitchen. Not the unnamed cooking show, because I have decided on a name. It is, drumroll please, it's my low-budget drumroll, Keith's Kitchen. Keith's Kitchen because Keith is my last name, if you did not know. But if you didn't, now you do. So, in honor of that, we're gonna make a really good recipe that is one of my favorites. Bacon-wrapped jalapeno poppers. Because everything gets better when you wrap it in bacon. Most everything. I can think of a couple things that don't get better if you wrap it in bacon. Taxes, identity theft, things like that. But in this particular case, poppers get way better when you wrap them with bacon. So, let me show you how to make it.
First things first, preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Take one 8-ounce packet of softened cream cheese. I recommend opening it ahead of time so you don't struggle like I did. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. But you want to leave your cream cheese out on the counter for a couple hours just before you start this recipe so that it's nice and soft and easy to stir in. If you take it out of the fridge, it'll be a really difficult thing to stir. So go ahead and add that to your bowl, and then add 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And I grabbed a spoon here and stirred it up a bit just to kind of get it a little bit started before I add in my spices. If you have a stand mixer, or if your cream cheese is softer than mine was, it'll be a lot easier to mix. You can just put it in the stand mixer with the mixing attachment on, and you know, that'll take care of all the heavy lifting here. I did it with a spoon, and my cream cheese wasn't as soft as it could have been, so all good. Now we're going to add some spices. So here I have half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of paprika. Go ahead and add that in, and you can also add a bit of salt and pepper at this point to taste, or you can mix everything and then add the salt and pepper in afterwards once you've tasted it. Now the time has come to cut our jalapenos in half and get rid of the seeds and the ribs on the inside. Unless you really like it spicy, I would recommend taking out as many of the seeds as you can at this point. But I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. One thing I will tell you to do, though, is use gloves, because that exponentially reduces the chance that you're going to be rolling on the ground crying with jalapeno juice in your eyes. So just take it from me, a guy who's done it before. I've gotten jalapeno juice in my eyes. It's not pleasant. Wear some gloves. Or at the very least, wash your hands after every touch of pepper seed. You're going to need a cutting board, a knife, some jalapenos, and a spoon. I found the spoon is one of the best things to get the seeds and the ribs out of the jalapenos. Come on now, Dylan, get out of the way. Move. Good looking jalapeno. So just as a quick demonstration of how to take care of these jalapenos, here's one that I cut in half. Just insert the spoon, the lip of the spoon, at the base of the stalk and rotate it around. You don't want to be too aggressive because you don't want to punch through the jalapeno. And then just gently scrape the insides of the jalapeno, the seed, and the ribs right out onto a plate or into the trash can if you're doing it over a trash can. And that's it. Easy enough. You'll notice that I've placed my de-seeded and cut in half jalapenos on a foil-lined baking sheet. The time has come to fill your jalapenos. So we're going to take the jalapeno and a spoon. We're going to grab an eyeballed amount of the filling. Some people try to say it's a tablespoon, and you know, there's other measurements you can use. I just eyeball it. Better to go less than more. Use your thumb and the spoon, and you can guide it right into the opening of the jalapeno and just fill it up as best you can and move on. Skipping over this. That's a lot of stuff. So we have now reached the time to put our bacon around the jalapenos. So I'm taking these half slices of bacon, and you start with the bacon in your hand and you place the jalapeno on top of that slice of bacon, wrap it around, and then use your thumb to kind of press the bacon into the filling, securing it there. Place it on the baking sheet and continue on. Once all of your jalapenos are wrapped with bacon, take the pan and put it in the oven at 400 degrees. Remember, we preheated it, thought ahead. And you're going to leave it in the oven for 25 minutes or until the bacon is as done as you would like it. After 25 minutes, pull those suckers out, take a look, be proud, you've made it. Let them cool a little bit, and that's it.
All right, so the poppers are done. Here is the one that I'm eating. I took the trouble of cutting it ahead of time because I didn't want that embarrassing moment of trying to bite it and then all the bacon falling off into my face on camera. So we're gonna play a game of pepper roulette. It's one of my favorite games ever. Is this pepper gonna melt my face or is it gonna be fine? Let's find out. Wish me luck. No melt. It's really good. The yeah, that cream cheese thing that I did is really nice, and I really like the addition of the onion and garlic powder. I think it helps a lot. To be honest, I don't taste a whole lot of the paprika. That's okay, I might add a little more next time. But that's it. So I hope you go out and make these yourself. Totally recommend it. The only other thing that I might change is using whole strips of bacon. So half strips of bacon work with smaller jalapenos, but these jalapenos are pretty big, so I might have gone with whole strips. But other than that, I'm happy. I'm gonna go eat like 10 of these. My wife swears that it's really good when you put like a fruit jam on it to counteract the spicy saltiness. So I'm gonna try that. We'll see. That's it. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next week.